All right, Bobby. I don't know if you know this or not, but apparently the Patriots are in on Max Crosby, AJ Brown, Tyreek
Okay.
Hill, and
Yeah.
everybody is playing armchair GM, and everyone with talent will be a Patriot. Oh, and by the way, everyone thinks Christian Gonzalez will also get the bag, and all these players will be on the team.
All those people are dumb. The only one I think out of the most realistic one out of there is Tyreek Hill because
Who?
he's injured and he's only going to cost them money. Okay, they're not trading shit. All right, he could if he was to accept a Diggs deal. Like, let's say they cut Diggs and they offer him that same basically. Here's 1 year for some money.
Mm-hmm.
They could get Tyreek Hill. He's injured. He's not like we're not talking about prime Hill here. He's not going to have a market blown out of the water. He's the most realistic option out of those.
Apparently, all these kids that like grew up watching Tom Brady that didn't really know anything and just play Madden football, they think everything's possible. Like they think the cap is like,
Uh,
it can be manipulated and you can get all these guys. Which I say, you guys are all fucking dumb.
they
Uh,
could do a decent amount of those moves should they want to, but they're not going to.
no, because then Kraft have to spend real money, which he
Well, that's
doesn't ever.
again, that's my point. They're not. That's not going to happen.
It's never going to fucking happen, and anyone with a brain will know that that's never going to happen with all these internet dopes. What real offseason moves could look like is what, Bobby? What could be a realistic move for the Patriots coming down the pipeline?
I still think
Other
that
than Tyreek Hill, other than Tyreek Hill, give me someone different.
I think AJ Brown is in the realm of possibility. If the Eagles would accept a second round pick, I think the Patriots would trade their second round pick for AJ Brown. I think that they would do that. I think that would mean they would obviously not bring Diggs back. I think that they could do several things to free up some cap space. We have it here in the email about Owenu and 25 million. They don't need to pay a guard that money. Okay, they could figure that shit out real quick. They don't need to keep Diggs.
What if
There are
you could work the contract out with Diggs? He comes here for less money, rework his contract.
That's the
You
only
can
way
get
Diggs comes back is if he restructures this deal.
Yeah, and then you can get an AJ Brown. How about a receiving core of that? AJ Brown as your one, Diggs your two, Booty your three,
I don't want
Douglas
both
your
of
four.
them. I don't.
You would want both of those
That's
guys.
too much cunty.
Well, yeah, but that's the NFL nowadays with wide receivers. They're all cunts.
I don't. I don't know that you need both of them. I think if you have AJ Brown, you add another good receiver, and then you add a tight end, and you add a running back. You add other weapons that way. I don't want to pay real money to Diggs. If Diggs is going to come on some bullshit deal, sure, fine, whatever. I don't want to pay Diggs real money. Uh, he faded down the stretch. He was really good in some regular season games. He had some good cupcake games where he padded some stats. If you look at his season, it was there. He provided some really good moments, and I think he served a really good purpose. I think that purpose has been done. I think our time with Stephon Diggs is done. I don't think he comes back unless it's on a really reasonable number.
It'd have to be a real big team friendly deal for you to be
Huge. Yeah. It would be like 8 million, like something small. Like, it would be like pennies for whatever the market dictates for a player of that.
and then make it all incentive based too. Like you have to read all these milestones, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I think that's what would get him enticed to sign that deal because then he would play like an asshole and come out and play out of his mind like he kind of did this year until the playoffs.
To answer your question, I think really what we're going to be looking at, they could do a big move, but I think what we're going to look at would be something similar to last season. I think they're going to do another like slight roster overhaul. I think that they're going to get rid of some of these other players. They're going to look to get young at some other positions. They're absolutely going to look to get more physical on offense. They're going to do that. That I can guarantee. They were still physical on defense. They're going to look to get better. I think that Gonzalez will get addressed. I think that they either they have to sign him, trade him. They got to figure it out. He's not going to play like we know that he's a cunt. He's not going to play for out here on his deal. So, but I don't think that they're going to trade for Max Crosby or AJ Brown. I think the Max Crosby price is ridiculous. I think having Max
They're not
Crosby,
coming off that hill either.
No. And if the Raiders are dumb to do that, they should just press reset and just blow it up, and then start from scratch. I mean, as awesome as it would be to have Max Crosby, like us on the Patriots, we've obviously had a lot of success. We've never had like a straight out stud lineman. We've had some really, really good ones, but it's been a long time since they've had like a true. It was like the 2000s, like when we were kids, like when they had some linemen like that. Like that would be cool to have to see.
Yeah. So let's play a little quick game called, will any of these current Patriots restructure their deals to stay with the Patriots or get cut or play on their deal? So first one, we had Stephon Diggs. He's going to be a $26 million cap hit if they pick up his option. You've already said it, Bobby. You think he's gone?
I think he's gone. I think if he took a massive pay cut, the Patriots would entertain it. I just don't think Diggs will do it. I think he'd just be like, yeah, fuck off.
I mean, but he's going to be what, 32, 33 next year. So
if he's all out of options and the only deal he has is with the Patriots, sure. But I'm sure some shitbag organization, insert whoever shitbag organization is, will offer him more.
Next one we have is guard. You already brought it up, Owenu, who has a $25 million cap hit. Do you think he gets restructured, or he just plays on that deal, or they cut his ass?
There's no way he plays on that deal. The Patriots won't let him play for that amount. I think he would take less.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, yeah, the answer to the question is yes. I think Mike Owenu would play for less. Or maybe what they do is they tear up that contract altogether and re-sign him to a new one. So he's playing on less, but he has guaranteed, new guaranteed money, new extension. I think that that's possible. Well, it becomes a team-friendly deal when that was Mike Onwenu's big deal and this is his last deal. Yeah. Or I think he could be gone, but I don't think he plays on that deal.
Next one I have for you is Christian Barmore, not because of the cap hit. That the whole reason for it is because of the domestic violence issue. There's been a lot of talk because Kraft hates the domestic violence thing. Apparently his girlfriend, wife turned up the thermostat and he didn't like that, hit her. So it's not a good look. He's going to court sometime soon, probably in the next few months. Do you think he's going to restructure or they're going to cut him?
I don't think he gets cut. He's too good.
I think he's going
to get cut. I don't think he gets cut. I would be absolutely shocked if they cut him
or try to trade him.
They could try and trade him. He's too much of an asset to cut. You can't cut him.
Yeah,
you can't.
You have to get. You'd have to trade him. So
you would have to
throw that into there. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they traded him, okay, as long as they get equal value. Mm-hmm. But he's too good of an asset for your football team to just walk away from. And he would. My guess is he's there and he plays on that deal.
We shall see. Next one we have is Hunter Henry, who's on his last year of his deal. He's at $11.8 million for a cap hit. Restructure, cut, trade. What do you think is going to happen with him?
I think he plays on the deal, doesn't get her, and it's just done.
Because it's Drake May's binky. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have other. Yeah, I have two more, but I think Hunter Henry would be one of those guys where I'd be shocked to see him get traded or released or whatever, or cut rather. It seems like a safety blanket for.
He's a captain. He's well respected. They're probably not going to.
He's well liked in the organization.
Pick him over for cash. Yeah. They'll just let him play out his deal and then say thank you for your time.
Yeah. So if they don't do that and they do get the guys cut that we were talking about, the draft is right around the corner, and the draft combine came and went. And is there a more pointless thing than the fucking draft combine? Like, you have fucking people that are going out there running straight lines in a 40-yard dash, timing them, and that's going to determine where they go in the draft. Why don't we just look at game tape, folks? How many times do you have a guy running straight down the field as a wide receiver and getting these open passes or jumping as high as they fucking possibly can to see if they miraculously can do it after they've been training all spring to do this? I fucking hate the draft combine. I hate the guys that do the analysts and just say, oh, this guy's a for sure thing. Like, who's the Mendoza kid right now? Is it Mendoza?
Yep, Mendoza
from Indiana. Like, Indiana. Oh, he's going to be a first. The draft class is not going to be like talked about Mendoza. It's going to be some fucking kid that was picked in the third round. That's going to be some stud that everyone's going to be like, oh, let's do the draft over and let's look at who should have taken where and all that. I fucking hate this shit. I hate it with a passion.
None of the teams that draft well use the combine information. What they do is these colleges, when they train and when the players play games, they wear the patch that goes around and tracks
The
all of their
bra.
data from when they play in the game.
Yeah.
And the teams get that information to see how fast they're running while playing football and how quick they move while playing football. And that's how they determine what their true athletic measurements are while playing football, because that's what matters. It doesn't matter how many times you lift 225 on your back. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how fast you run in a straight line. It matters how you do it playing football.
Yeah.
Like famously, that's how the Rams found Puka Nacua. And they discussed it, how BYU, they got the stats from him and saw what his in-game speed was. And his in-game speed was one of the fastest of any that was drafted there, like in that draft, like his in-game statistics. That's what they do. At this point, it's more of a dog and pony show for the NFL, and it's also like their It's like their MLB hot stove, their winter meetings where all the GMs come and they talk at the St. Elmo's and blow each other.
Yeah, I mean, picking Puka 5th in the 2023 NFL draft is fucking steal if I've ever heard of one, and
they
that's
did the
what I'm
same
talking
thing
about.
with Cooper Kupp before that, got him from Eastern Washington in like the 6th or 7th round.
My biggest gripe is Mel Kiper. I fucking hate Mel Kiper, and especially when he said, "I'll quit if Jimmy Clausen isn't a Pro Bowl player by year 5 or whatever the fuck it was." I fucking hate Mel Kiper.
Yeah, Jimmy Clausen and his his Trump hands.
Yeah. But you are our college guy, Bobby. Is there a name that you would like to see playing for the Patriots next season?
I don't have a name for you this year. I got no time to watch college football or do anything. I will do some research and I will come back to you with names that I want. To answer your question, what I want to see the Patriots do is basically draft. At each time it comes, draft whatever the biggest, nastiest, meanest fucking guy is there.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, we'll have plenty of time to talk about that when the draft comes rolling around in April. But until then, we're going to go to 10 questions from a guy named Rob. Enjoy your surprise.